Chapter 66, Flight of the Light Disk. Liu Wenju got up and took out a piece of jade. He threw it into the air and quickly formed several seals with this hand. He then spit out a mouthful of core energy, and the jade started to spin in the air. The old woman named Wang also tossed out a piece of jade. It fused with the first jade. The jade kept spinning and released rainbow-colored light. The rays of rainbow-colored light fell onto the ground and covered everything within a 10-meter radius of the jade until it formed a disk of light. Liu Wenju looked at Wang Lin's group of 4 and said, "The 4 of you, aside from Wang Lin, will be in charge of protecting the other inner disciples because there will be powerful fluctuations, so be careful not to fall off. Also, Huang Long and you 3, you will be in charge of 2 disciples each. Shang Guan, you 2 and Wang Lin will be in charge of keeping balance on the sides." With that, he stepped onto the disc, and the old woman followed behind. The others immediately followed Liu Wenju's order and took charge of a disciple and walked onto the disc. The 2 foundation building elders and Wang Lin formed a triangle while standing at the edges. Liu Wenju took a deep breath. His hand formed a seal and he shouted, "Rise." The surroundings started to tremble. The light disk began to rise, then it flew off into the distance at a very fast speed. This speed was several times faster than flying swords. A moment after it started moving, the inner disciples couldn't withstand it anymore. If there was no one helping them, they would have fallen off already. All of the force the inner disciples were experiencing got transferred to Shang Guan, Song Yu, and Wang Lin via a mysterious method. Wang Lin felt a huge force hitting his body. He almost fell off, but he used his attraction technique to stabilize his body. Even so, he felt his body tremble as if he was going to be thrown off. He looked at Shang Guan and Song Yu and found that the 2 elders were very relaxed and didn't look even a bit strained. Wang Lin secretly sighed and thought, "No wonder they are foundation-building elders, not something I can match." Sidu Nan dismissively said, "This is nothing special. It is simply an air travel technique. Back when I used the air travel technique, I could carry 10,000 people and didn't need people to keep balance." Wang Lin didn't know whether to laugh or cry. He said, "There is no need to compare yourself every time. I already know you are powerful." Sidu Nan snorted and said, "When I had my body, I wouldn't even bother with a junior like you. If it wasn't for the fact that you're the only person who can hear me, I wouldn't even talk to you." Not long after, the light disk's speed became even faster. Wang Lin barely managed to keep his body stable. He's secretly complaining the whole time. Then, a dark cloud suddenly appeared in front of them. This dark cloud was very strange. Lights arched within the cloud and its speed was also very fast. It looked like it was about to collide with the light disk. Liu Wenju's face sank and he said, "Shang Guan, Song Yu, Wang Lin, you 3, keep yourselves steady." With that, he took a deep breath and formed a seal. The light disk paused for a bit, then quickly moved in an arc around the black clouds. This sudden stop and start of the light disk caused an enormous amount of pressure on everyone on board. Almost everyone immediately fell down. Some of the inner disciples were even sent flying, and one of them flew in Wang Lin's direction. Wang Lin was already barely able to keep his body steady. With the sudden stop and start, the burst of force made his body unstabilized and caused him to move back. A cold energy came out of the mysterious bead on his chest and entered this body. After the energy made its way through his body, it helped stabilize his body on the disc. The moment the inner disciple that was thrown out arrived in front of Wang Lin, he could see the fearful look on that disciple's face. Without a word, Wang Lin grabbed the disciple's hand and, with a spin, threw him back into the disc. After doing all of that, he let out a breath. He knew that that cold energy was from Sidu Nan. Just when he was about to thank Sidu Nan, he heard a voice from the dark cloud. "Fellow cultivators of the Heng Yue sect, have you all met my Xuan Dao sect's ancestor, Pun Nanzi?" Wang Lin turned his head. He saw a giant centipede come out of the black cloud. In front was Elder Aoyang, and behind him were 7 or 8 people, all sneering at them. 3 of them released powerful auras and coldly looked at Liu Wenju and the old woman named Wang. The person who just spoke was a black-faced man among the 3 powerful ones. Liu Wenju's face was very grim. He didn't say a word and quickly made the light disk fly even faster, pulling away from the dark cloud without even turning his head around. Soon, the large dark cloud was only a dark spot in the sky. After a long time, the scene on the ground started to change. Patches of desert started to appear, reflecting the change in location. The light disk circled the area for a bit, as if it was searching for something. Suddenly, it sped to the north until it reached the peak of a mountain and slowly landed on it. The moment the light disk landed on the ground, all of the inner disciples fell to the ground and started puking. Their faces were very pale. Wang Lin also felt very dizzy, and his chest felt tight. Liu Wenju formed a seal and sent out a technique. The entire mountain shook and a crack appeared in the mountain. Without a word, Liu Wenju jumped into the crack. The old woman named Wang looked around and followed him in. The remaining people all entered the crack with the support of the elders. After they all entered, the crack slowly closed. The moment he entered, Wang Lin swept the entire cave with his divine sense and found that there was nothing there except for a few stone rooms. Liu Wenju waited until everyone came in and said, with a serious expression, "Most of you have reached a cultivation level where you don't need to eat anymore. As for those of you who are too low and need to eat, there is food in the stone room over there that should last for several years. Me and your ancestor Wang will go into closed-door training and won't bother with other matters. Listen to the elders for your arrangements." The old woman named Wang said, with a depressed voice, "My Heng Yue sect will go into closed-door training for 100 years, then we will wipe away all our disgrace. From now on, if any of the disciples need the chance for reaching the next layer, they can get it from the elders. For the next century, unless there are any major events, none of the disciples are allowed to leave. Huang Long's group of 3, you guys should also go into closed-door training and try to reach foundation building as soon as possible." Huang Long's group of 3 nodded in agreement. Liu Wenju's gaze swept across the inner disciples and said, "Lu Song, you are in charge of all the inner disciples. Wang Lin, you follow me. I'll arrange a special place for you."